Hello.
Oh, no. We're not starting like that. Hi, everybody.
No, it's like Walter Mercado.
Who?
Like Walter Mercado.
You would.
Yeah. No, maybe.
We're back. What's up? It's episode 3. We had episode 1, then episode 2, parts 1 and part 2.
Yes.
And now we're back for 3.
Because we talk too much.
We talk too much.
So we had to break it into 2 episodes. I think it's your fault.
My fault?
Huh?
Is this how we're going to start this one?
It's going to start everywhere.
Oh, great. Perfect.
Yeah. What are we talking about today?
Anyway, first we wanted to say thank you to everyone who commented and responded and liked and shared and listened to multiple times of the last 2 podcasts. We really appreciate it. We had some really good responses about the questions we had, especially the one about where not putting the keys on the table.
Yes, the Swedish thing of not putting the keys on the table.
Right.
Yeah.
So we got some answers. We got some answers in our Instagram, and we got some on the Spotify link to the podcast, which both are great. The best one was from our friend Tor. Thanks for writing in, Tor. He says the keys on the table comes from way back when house valuables were locked up in secure places and keys were always supposed to hang in designated hooks. Keys on the table was careless and could result in losing them.
Oh my God.
I'm looking in your
PTSD.
direction.
I don't lose my keys. You lose your keys.
I lost my keys. That's why I have it.
I have not lost my keys ever since I've been to... No, yeah. I haven't. Like lost? Mm-mm.
Yeah, lost, no.
No.
Misplaced,
and I'm like, have you seen them? Yes. But not lost. You can roll your eyes all you want.
No. I have physically actually lost the keys. But now I have an AirTag.
How many times?
How many times?
Yeah.
Once.
Mm-hmm. How many times does your husband has to say, Dominic Wooten Emerson?
No. Twice?
Yes.
Once without the AirTag and once with the AirTag.
Yeah.
And the second time with the AirTag, the guy that cleans up Malmö at like 6 a.m. in the morning, my phone starts going off and I'm like, the keys were found. So I hop on my bike and I ride to the guy cleaning up the mess after the weekend nights out in the little cart around the city. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He's my new best friend. I see him all the time now and I wave and say hello and he's like, weirdo.
Yeah, I don't lose my keys, but I still gonna put them.
No, that's true. You don't lose things, but they are often temporarily misplaced.
No, I know where they are.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I know.
They are in multiple places.
But they're safe. The thing is, I do not lose them. In the moment, I'd be like, one of my personalities is like, okay, let's put it here because here is what's going to be safe. And it's like, yes, let's put it there. So I put it there, but then the other personality started talking. It's like, oh, look over there. There's the stereo. It just started out. And then she started the Bluetooth. And then you look around, it's like, oh, look, there are wobbles. Let's put them this way. And then you start, and then it transforms into many things that I do and nothing at the same time. And then by the end of the day, it's like, where are the keys? And then the first personality doesn't come back to tell me where she put them.
Not that he left. How many people are in there?
Like, Becky, where are you?
Her name is Becky?
Yes.
Oh, my.
Becky is the one that is lost. But she's good. She's organized in the moment. But then she goes away. She takes naps.
Becky might need a notepad to wear around her neck so she can take notes. Please wear a notepad. Please. That would make me so happy. You just have
Becky is narcoleptic.
Oh, God bless her.
So she goes to bed and then I don't hear from her.
Oh, Becky.
And I'm like, oh, Becky, where did you put them?
Wake up, Becky. So again, how many people are in there?
I don't know. Many.
Yeah.
We'll never know. I don't go to therapy.
Yeah. Thank you, God.
God's giving us phones, microphones too, something phones, all phones.
We also asked you all a poll. Thank you for participating. Few people answered. More of you should answer. What's a superstition or ritual that you swear by? Pick one or tell us in the comments if yours isn't on here. Never put keys on the table won 50% of the voters. 25% was manifestation all the way. And the last 25%, I don't believe in that. Nobody said they were too embarrassed to say, and you're all liars. Cute though.
Good for you. It's better not to believe on that.
Yeah, it's a lot of energy. Yeah, I wish I didn't.
Because you're just bound to it. It's like, oh fuck, what if I didn't do it? Maybe it's because I didn't do it that happened. It's exhausting.
And I'm broke because I didn't wear the yellow underwear on New Year's Eve. It's May, dum-dum.
Money can still come.
Yeah. Good Lord.
So did money come because of the New Year's superstitions?
Yellow underwear. Yeah.
I wonder. Okay, it's March, middle of March.
Can you put like an effect where like there's like money falling?
I hate it here.
Oh yes.
Answer God's question.
We don't know yet. We'll see.
So that's a no. Money did not come. No, that's not true. I think we've been very successful in the new space. I think money isn't the goal, but it's a nice sub goal, and I think we're doing great.
It is the growing moment. So, but momentum is right. Everything is flowing as it should. So it is good.
The yellow underwear worked.
Yeah, they did. Guys, and just remember that you not only get to hear this on Spotify or any other platform like YouTube or TikTok, wherever you listen to us, but you can also watch us. This is a video podcast. So you get to see the video, or you get to some of you just rather to listen. I usually listen because I have things in my ear, and while I'm on my bike and riding around, I just listen to podcasts.
And I'm super vain, so I like to see myself on YouTube and in Spotify. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that vain. But you can watch us if you want to see our pretty faces.
Yes.
On YouTube and Spotify. What? We're pretty.
Super pretty.
Sure.
It's like pulling teeth to get a compliment around here.
I don't know about pretty. But you can watch us.
Yeah.
You can watch us on the platform where you hear the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell us on the comments, what do you do more? Do you listen to it, or do you watch the video, or you do both, or parts, or the reels on TikTok, or the many things that God is doing for us, because
Amen.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Yes, please add the sound.
Can you sing it again?
What?
Oh my.
Are you gonna tell me to find the note?
No, see, you walked right into that yourself. I would never.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have a lovely voice.
Fuck you. That was shade.
No shade.
Mm-hmm. Shade.
So on today's podcast, we're going to talk about a few things. We've had some trips.
Mm-hmm.
We've had some competitions, which have been great. And believe it or not, Brave is 5 years old.
Yes.
What the hell?
I know.
How did we get to 5 years?
I have no idea.
Neither do I. I thought we'd kill each other by now.
From bootleg fitness to gyms. How about that?
Yeah.
Pick up the fitness. Here's the police. No, just
little
kidding. It was never illegal. It was never illegal.
It was never illegal. But it's funny. The running joke is that, the guys who carry the sheet with the counterfeit expensive handbags on it.
You might know them.
First of all, how dare you? Secondly, they're really good knockoffs. So if you need them,
and then they pick it up and they run away. It's like, wait, I haven't finished watching.
Have you finished looking at the Louis Vuitton bag that cost $20?
The Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton. So anyway, we are that, but for fitness. In the beginning, we laid all the kettlebells down on the sheet, and when the cops come, you.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't do that. But that
we
was
were
the
registered,
joke.
but that was a joke. Yes, I said they'll get him first.
Because I'm slow. No. I'm darker as well.
Can't see
Yes.
you in the dark.
How dare
Shades. Who's at risk
you? We
first?
didn't have night classes.
It's a wandering white t-shirt. Take it.
Oh my God.
You be safe. You're white.
Anyway.
Jesus, so many things have happened in these 5 years. One of the most amazing things is that we still have our founding members running around in the gyms. Some of them are here, some of them outdoors, some of them everywhere, but they're still with us. So that's a testament to us of how tight and how happy our community is being together, not only working out, but they do things outside and the events that we do here with the gym and with everybody. So that part is like one of those proud, not proud boys.
Yeah, not proud boys, but you are a proud mama bird.
Yes, it's one of those things.
Proud boys?
Oh, Jesus Christ. You cannot say that.
What?
They're coming for you.
Yeah, I know.
Stop laughing, Kim.
I understand what you're saying fully.
Yes.
I mean, it's definitely a proud moment to have come this far, but still have the people that were there from the very beginning. It just reinforces that.
Put up with everything, with the 3 kettlebells and just the cones, and they have fun since the beginning, and they saw everything coming in.
Yeah.
Yes, new equipment, new stuff, then a new place, and another new place.
And more to come.
More to come.
Why do you think people stuck around? Or also, and when you're now expanding, why do you kind of feel like people are actually drawn to this place?
Because we're idiots.
Yeah.
No, I'm not kidding. I mean, sort of kidding. I think people
He's not.
stick with us because we really are authentically ourselves.
Yeah.
You see us in good moods. You see us in bad moods. You see us super happy. You see us super tired. There's no real pretense with Brave. I mean, it really is, what you see is what you get. You come here to work out. You come here to be a part of the community. And that's, like my mom says, with all the ugly warts and everything.
And I think they're also find. I think we all strive to be part of something. You know, in different aspects of our lives, we are tribalist. You know, we want to belong, and I think this creates a space for people to belong in a society where it's not easy to belong, where it's not easy to create friendship ties later on in life. You know, I think that's something that we always talk when we talk about the Swedish community or the Swedish people, that they create their core ties when they're little, when they're in high school, when they're in elementary school. That's like their friends, different to any other countries where you create friendships along your life. You know, I think that opens that space for that here. Any gym that is driven by community creates that. And I said, like, especially here in Sweden, it's just something that it gives people, especially people that are very shy and they may be alone. They don't have that core community with them because they move from a small town into Malmo, or this is a new place where they're alone, which makes it even harder for them to have those to belong somewhere, you know, to a group. I think Brave has allowed them to belong somewhere, and they have creative, really good friendships. And I've seen people here transform from very, very quiet and reserved into this other personality where they're like super happy and shady and joke with people. I'm like, whoa, who is this?
Come out of your shell.
Yeah.
And it was dark in there. One more thing, and I know we probably say it every time we explain what Brave is about, but people also still come here because they are just comfortable here to do the workout. That part never goes away. You're never going to be pressured to do anything you don't want to do or anything you don't feel you're capable of. Yes, we'll push you to get to those points, but it's not what you get when you walk through the door.
Yes, it's not a yelling at you, or
we're not going to pressure you. We might push you a little bit.
Yeah, pushing is good when it's within your limits, and limits are not bad because you're supposed to overcome your limits, like to progress. The progression is the most important part. I cannot just force you into these crazy weights because you're in the pump moment and you're super happy during the workout and say, yes, you can do some more. And that's when you get hurt. Letting people evolve and enjoy their fitness journey and support them along the way and push them a little bit, but push them within what you can see that is safe for them to do. I don't know if that sound is going to come through, but
is it going to pick her up?
But as I finish talking the super pretty story or whatever it is, I hear my dog doing...
Even the dog is sick of hearing us explain what the business is. I get it, Mona. Yeah. I get it. I get it.
It's been 7 months listening to this.
Yeah, and we always love hearing from you all. So if you have any input or want to share your reason for continuing to come to Brave, feel free to drop it in the comments. I have a question for you. You want to tell me about them Hoochie Daddy shorts?
What you want to know?
Are they the same shorts you wore to Hyrox?
Maybe.
Yes.
I got some comments.
Yeah, she sure enough did. Well, that's a great segue to our conversation about the weekend.
Okay.
Them Hoochie Daddy shorts.
What? That's just nice shorts. They're not hoochie.
I can see your religion, girl. No, not going to elaborate.
No.
Let me just say this. We were in Copenhagen for the Hyrox race.
Yes.
It was 2 wonderful days at what is called the Bella Center.
Yes, the Bella Center.
Yeah, it's a beautiful location outside the city in Copenhagen, and it was so much fun.
And as usual, we got tons of bravers coming to the race too. We get to follow some of them. We get to judge some of them. So for a whole day, we work as we both were head judges for Hyrox. One of the reasons why we affiliated to Hyrox is because they have created something. We were having that same concept, same idea, same intention of community that they actually have. So it's a perfect match with Hyrox. Being there and seeing people from all kinds levels and ages. And,
it's really cool.
And, it's like everybody is doing it. And just seeing everybody and all the bravers there. That was super fun. And we got to be more involved this year. We became head judges for a whole station for the whole day. We had tons of fun. And
when he says the whole day,
it was the whole day.
It was 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. And if you all have been to the 6 a.m. class, you know how pleasant I am in the morning.
Not very.
No, but we did great. It was fun.
Yeah, it was really, really fun.
Yeah.
And it was fun to see how everybody tries to...
No.
Wait
for it. No. Whenever you hear Jose say, and this is a warning to all listeners, if it starts with no, expect fire after said warning. No is your warning.
No. Warning! Yes.
Yes. So, as head judges, we had we were given some directions for what the rules were for our station.
Yeah, making sure that people follow the rules.
You can tell a person one time, hey, you're doing this thing a little weird. This is the right way to do it. And then you can give them a warning, and you have to loudly say, warning, because you gave them instructions the first time.
They didn't correct.
They didn't correct it. So then you give them a warning. If they don't correct it again, they get a penalty. For singles at our station, for people doing the Hyrox race by themselves, they got a 5-meter pushback in the burpee broad jump. That's where we were. If they were a team of 2, they got a 10-meter pushback, which was even nastier. So I'm on one side, and I'm just like, well, if you do it like this, you gotta like put your feet here. It's like, but don't do that again, because then I have to give you a warning, and I don't want you to get a warning. You're doing so good today. Like, it's a really good job, and I'm really proud of you. And all I hear on the other side, warning, 5 meters back. I'm like, holy crap, Jose. Yes, ma'am. You were the judge. I had most of the people coming in at the beginning. So I was able to give them the nice, like, take your time.
Yeah, you haven't fixed it by now. Back.
And if you haven't fixed it by the time you got to no, then you got pushed back.
Yeah, I guess so. It was a team effort. If they didn't get it by the time they turn around, they were going.
So it was 100 meters. 80 meters?
Yeah, 80 meters.
80 meters for the burpee broad jump. So I had the first 40 meters. Jose had the last 40. They were tired. They were angry. Nobody wants to do that many burpees. And then he pushed them back 10 meters.
Okay, just explain. So if someone did the incorrect burpees, you said do it again.
Yeah, because, I mean, some people try to gain space by falling further out or stepping one foot like further out. So they just it's not incorrect. They're trying to cheat, to gain because you're just moving forward. I remember I told this guy, it's like, you're about 3 burpees from the end. Do you want the penalty now? Don't do it. He looked at me, he's like,
and then he listened.
Yeah, he did. You want 5 extra meters right now? You're almost at the end.
You're almost at the end.
Don't do it.
Please do what he says. Okay, so then when the pros come through, like there are obviously different levels to the race and then different heats as well. When the pros come through, you have to, as a head judge, you have to follow the top 3, top 5 pros, one person to each pro, so that they are being really watched after and really, you have to be really strict about the rules.
Yes.
Because they are running for the fastest time ever.
So if they're not watched, they will try to get the fastest way to get through.
They will get what they can get.
Yeah.
So the first guy came in like a bull. He knocked stuff over. He was running in. And I was like, thank goodness we didn't have to deal with him. One of the other head judges that have done it a couple of times went with him.
Yeah.
Jose got number 2.
Yeah.
And I got number 3. So the head judge and the first guy, they were just yelling at each other the whole time. What do you mean this isn't right? Well, you have to put your feet here. Well, if I don't do that, you're slowing me down. You're slowing me down. I was like, whoa. And then Jose and his guy, warning. So I was last, and I said to the guy in 3rd place, listen, man, you just got to do what they're doing because we're together in this. Let's not push you back. I was like, yeah. So we did all right, but we kept watching and listening to what people ahead of us were saying.
Oh, mine went back.
Chest to the ground. Chest to the ground. Do
so
it.
Angry.
But it was cool. Those guys are athletes. Everybody that was there is a Hyrox athlete, and it was really, really cool. Yeah. All levels.
It's amazing. All of it is amazing. All of it is inspiring. From the pros to the people that are like 70 years old doing it. It's just overwhelmingly fun and beautiful, and the community part is incredible. Yeah.
You cheer for each other. We cheered for them as judges. People can be all around the outside of the event cheering for their family members, cheering for friends that go to their gym. And it's just super cool and super uplifting. The energy, I know we said it before on another podcast, but you really have to go. You have to feel this energy.
They just added a new race in the Nordics, is Oslo. So there is a bunch of bravers and us. We're going
in September.
In September to Oslo. So September is Oslo, and then December again we're going to Stockholm. Yes.
God, are you coming?
Yeah, I looked really nice.
God must. I think God is gonna have to come to Oslo if we're planning on doing something.
Oh, you can't give it away.
Oh my God. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Super secret project coming, you guys. Like and subscribe to the channel.
Tell me about your guy when you were judging.
There was a person.
Don't skip on the fun stuff.
No. There was one that I fully remember because I think he found a way to cheat on me without me figuring it out.
Yeah, it's a good one.
He found a way. So you do a burpee and you do a broad jump. Then you do a burpee and then a broad jump. And then it goes on and on and on until you cover 80 meters. So this person did this. He did the burpee and he jumped and then he just stood up.
So winded, so tired.
So he was winded and I can see, but then there's other people coming around. So you have to be on the eye with everybody. So I'm looking at everybody, and then when I look at him, he does a broad jump. But it's been enough time, and I've been enough time distracted to not know if he actually burpee before that jump or if he jumped from a jump.
No.
And I think he did it like 4 times.
Yeah. I didn't see it either.
Yeah.
Because I'm on the other side looking the other direction.
How many people are you judging? If you
when it goes on waves, it's like 10, 15
8,000 people were there for the whole weekend, including us, right?
Yes.
So they split that into 2 days. So we had at least 4,000 people come through our station, if not more.
Okay, so you're in the beginning, like people just going, and then eventually they pass, and then they come to...
And then it comes another wave. Let's say they release a wave with 50 or 40 people. All those 40 people are almost coming at the same time. Yes.
What happened to integrity?
Yes.
It's not as important as winning.
I still feel like, did it happen or did it not happen? I feel like
the guy,
like gaslighted.
Yeah, he's going to be in your brain.
I think it did happen.
He's going to be in your brain for a little while.
Yeah.
You're going to. That's
it's
a.
not
you won't
cameras
forget that.
like filming.
Yeah, I guess so. Yes, there's cameras and videos and everything, but
Not,
I don't have access to that.
not for judgment.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
yes,
they're getting footage of what's happening, and here's the thing: Hyrox is still, if you really think about it, it's still in its infancy in comparison to CrossFit and other like international competitions. This is still the beginning for them. So they really have done an amazing job getting all the volunteers and getting the head judges and getting everybody on the same page.
Yes,
to get it this far. Imagine what they're going to look like in another 5 years.
it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be a no-brainer.
Yeah,
it's going to be amazing.
Yep.
It already is so cool and so well done. And the way that they talked to us as the head judges and gave us all the information we needed. And then they were just like, you got it.
Yep.
They had all the confidence in us, and it was really
it's
cool.
good. It's just very well done. And the team is amazing.
Yeah, the team running the event. Yeah.
Yes.
All of them. Big shout outs to them.
Yeah, our rep for the Nordics, Jonah.
She's amazing.
Her.
She's
amazing.
fantastic. We applaud you, Jonah.
Yes. We should have her soon.
Should we have her as a guest on the pod?
Yeah.
Awesome. God approved.
A question for the expertise I'm sitting with here. What do you think about in coming years about like Hyrox replacing CrossFit, or like what, it seems like they're very different, but
yes, they're very
still
different.
in the same kind of.
I mean, they're very different. Hyrox is functional fitness and running, and CrossFit is functional fitness encompassing way like a bigger field of more things. So you get gymnastics and Olympic lifting and other stuff. So I don't know. They just do different things.
It's almost apples and oranges.
Yes.
You can compare them, but at the end of the day, it's personal preference and what you like.
Yeah.
Both are great. Both are fantastic. And they both have their different results that you can get from doing either.
Yep.
They both have your different needs for
different
doing
needs.
either.
Yeah. Different needs, different goals.
Yeah.
Different styles.
To me, it's hard to compare.
It is at the end of it, it's like what we always talk with fitness is that fitness is finding that thing that you do that you will want to do again and again and again and again and again, whether it's dancing, jumping, playing a sport, playing soccer, whatever it is, that thing that you're like, oh, that was fun, I want to do that again, and you just do it. That's
exactly what Coach Hannah said this weekend.
Yeah.
When we were having a conversation with another, social media person. And she just said, if you don't like it, why are you doing it?
Yeah.
You're not going to keep it up. So just find the thing you like. If it's CrossFit, cool. If it's Hyrox, awesome.
I don't think I could put it on those terms of why should you do this or why you should do that, because it really, really, really boils down to what you like, when you try it. That's it. That fitness is important for us all in different aspects of our lives, not only for body health, but also for mental health, for so many things improving your life when you get involved with fitness. But it needs to be, you need to dedicate time and effort to it. You need to work for it. And you won't work for something that you don't like, So there's no way that I can say that this is good for you because of this, or this is good. Everything is good. Playing soccer outside in the street is good. Rollerblading is good. Running is good. CrossFit is good. You just need to find that thing that you will do over and over again and having fun with it.
Yep.
That would allow you to stick with it. That's it.
And it's when you talk about Hyrox versus CrossFit, it really is. There's no need to compare.
Yeah.
You just do one. You'll find benefits. Do both. We do both.
Yeah, we do both.
And we do our own functional fitness, and we do bodybuilding, and we do blah, 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 and we do blah, blah, blah. Because we like it.
So functional fitness has a different array of movements. Okay. So what Hyrox has done, they have picked 8 functional movements. Okay. Those are skiing, rowing, wall balls, farmer's carry, sled push, sled pull, burpee broad jumps, walking lunges. I think I covered them all.
That's 8.
Yes. You run 1 kilometer and you do one of those tasks. Then you run again, then you do it again. So 8 kilometer running and 8 tasks.
Now, that 8 kilometer and those 8 tasks are hard to do. So you have to train to get to a place where you can confidently and comfortably do the race.
And safely.
If that means that safety takes you 2 hours to do the race, safety takes you 2 hours to do the race. That's the best part about Hyrox is now here's my score. I just did it for the first time. I trained for 3 weeks and I got 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's the same exact race in the next 3 months in Oslo. I'm going to try to get a better time.
Yep.
I'm going to try to do it in 2 hours instead. I have this long to train. I go to this gym that is affiliated with Hyrox. I'm going to train and go nuts and try to get a better time. Great. I did the Oslo race. I got 2 hours flat. I've made my goal. What's my next goal with this? Awesome. It's the same thing in CrossFit. They have the CrossFit Open, which is their version of the competition. It is different every year. There are different workouts to it every year, but the training is the same. Here's the thing you need to accomplish to move on in the Open. Here's this. I need to train for 2 weeks to do this.
And then CrossFit has a little bit more complex add-ons, which are gymnastics and Olympic lifting. With Hyrox on training, you don't only train the 8 movements that you're doing. You train also accessory movements that will make you stronger, so you're more proficient when you do those movements.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are ways to make you stronger at wall balls by lifting, front squats and back squats and making your legs
and getting those legs in shape.
Yes. So it's not just you don't constantly repeat the same movements. You train to become better at all those movements and to strengthen your body so you can do it safely and you can do it faster and you can get better every time on the race.
And you have multiple times to do it at Brave. Ding.
Ding. Putting the race aside, we're going to talk about our personal experience on the trip and all the characters we met along the way.
You know what? Anytime we go anywhere,
yes, something happened.
I don't know if we attract it or if that we're just so aware of our surroundings all the time that we get to see.
I think crazy comes to us.
Crazy, yeah.
Let's begin with the end. So by the end of our trip,
let's start at the end.
By the end of our trip, we're just tired and cranky and
we wanted to get home.
In pain and wanted to get home.
And the trains weren't working.
And then the trains weren't working. You had to take the bus, but you had to take the train to the airport. And then at the airport, you take a bus that crosses to Malmo and you get off and get the train to go home. Anyways, we got on the train from Central Station, Copenhagen to the airport. And this is my husband's role to do these things. But I was so cranky by the end of this trip because I was just tired and
before we even got on the train, we both looked at each other and I'm just like, and you go, do you want to sit in the quiet train?
Yes. I'm like, yeah, let's sit in the quiet train. Let's just be quiet for a second, put our headsets on and just unplug. So we're sitting there and then people don't get that when you whisper, you're louder than when you're talking. It's so much. And then, yes, and that's all you're hearing. It's more unnerving to hear that than to hear somebody, yes, Kim, so what the fuck happened? And then you just look at them. But this is the fucking silent car of the train.
And they're behind me. So I take my headphones off.
And then across from me, because we're in that 4 chair that is like in front of each other. So we're sitting.
Jose's looking at them.
So I'm like, can you guys shut up? You got on the quiet train. You see the sign? And I point.
No. See, remember? No. Here comes the fire. You sat on the quiet train. Pow! Points to the sign. If you want to talk, You can go to another train. Headphones back in. And then he looks at me and I'm just like.
And she did a face when I said that.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't care.
No, fuck that.
You're perturbing me and you're doing faces?
So then we continue our conversation on text. And Jose says to me, I've become my husband and I don't care.
Were they quiet afterwards?
Oh, yeah. There was no more
talking. There was no more talking. So then we get off and we of course we're like back to each other. So we follow them up after we get off the train.
They were quick. They ran away.
They ran. We were right behind them.
Two big guys stood up.
And then I look at their wrists and they were at the Hyrox race. Supposed to be our friends and our family.
Well, the sign was there.
The sign was there.
Yeah.
Going.
Oh, I shushed them first.
I shushed them first.
I shushed them first. They kept on talking. They kept on whispering like this. It fucking drives
filled
me
me with
nuts.
so much joy.
Yes. We saw a beautiful woman, blonde, putting her head out of the hotel window. I guess she had a good night.
So it was St. Patrick's weekend because Monday was St. Patrick's Day, and we didn't realize everyone in Denmark was drunk.
People sleeping in the streets, like nice dressed people. They're not like bums. And then it's like, oh my God, what happened to that? And then you see him trying to stand up.
We were walking back to the hotel, and this guy gets up off the ground like a zombie, like literally crawling out of a grave. And I was just like, whoa, where did he come from? Well, he was laying there.
Dom is like, well, that'd be the last thing we need right now, a zombie apocalypse.
A zombie apocalypse. It would be perfect. We just spent all day telling people not to burpee.
Oh.
And here come the zombies. Take me now.
So we stayed in a hotel that had next to it this like big complex of pools and saunas and stuff. So we were in pain from the whole day of judging. And then the next morning, we're like, okay, let's go. We passed by on the day there. It's like, oh, look, they have jacuzzis. Let's go to the jacuzzi. Let's rest the legs. It's like, let's get some warmth and bubble in the legs to get a little massage or whatever. There was like 1,000 children. So we went inside. We paid. We got in. There's beautiful big pool, but it was kind of chilly. So we're like,
the pool was too cold.
Yeah, the pool was cold. But then they had this area where they had the jacuzzis and other pools that were warm, but there was 1,000 children in there.
So we talked to the lifeguards and we're like, is there another hot tub? I thought we walked past one. Is there another room? Like, this is a big pool. So there was already multiple spaces. And they were like, nope.
It's that one.
That's the hot tub. You can go in there. People go in there all the time. I was like, yes, but we don't have any children. It's like, no, that's okay. It's for everybody. Yes, but there are 20 parents and 15 children in the hot tub.
Yes.
2 of those women are pregnant. That's not my call to make. I don't know if that's okay or not. And then she was like, no, it's really okay. And I was like, no.
I'm like, wouldn't we be like the weird people?
Yes.
And no offense, God, but everybody was white.
Those 2 giant brown men don't have kids.
Don't have kids in there and here.
Yet, so we were cold. We went in the cold pool. We tried to get in.
Yes.
I got into my waist and I was like, nope. This
It's
isn't
not
good.
happening.
And before I gave up, I was like, no. These children will not ruin my weekend. They will not take my 5 minutes
She grabbed
in
on
the
her
hot
purse.
tub. I got my little... And I walked in there and I sat my fat ass right down in the middle of all those kids.
The moms ran away.
And I changed the vibe.
And then I got
Where were
in.
Jose? Where were you?
I got in.
She right behind me.
I waited for
You go first. You go first.
So when I got in first and sat down, splash kids in their faces, didn't care.
half pull later.
Put my arms up like this. These parents walk away. These parents take their kids out. Jose comes in. The other 3 couples in front of us were like,
Yeah, they didn't know what to make
they
of
didn't
it.
know what to do. So we just started talking,
Yeah.
having a regular conversation.
And they stay.
But sorry, the parents literally walked away.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Danish racist bastards.
It's fine with me.
I don't
My
care.
legs hurt.
More space for me.
My knee hurt. I needed the bubbles.
Yes.
And then they all left.
Mm-hmm.
And then only parents came back. So it turned into an adult situation. We changed the vibe.
The lifeguard, she was like,
Yeah. The one we talked to.
she was evil. She was evil.
She
'Cause
watched us battle.
She told us, it's like, you should totally do it.
Yeah. She watched us fight it for a really long time. Like, you know this is awkward. You know it is. But you want us to do it. It's your only entertainment.
Yes. She came to us, she's like, you guys should just totally do it. Just go in. It'd be really cool.
So we entertained her.
Yes. Yeah.
And my leg felt better.
We did her day. For sure. For sure.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
Wonder if they made headlines.
Probably. Within their newsreel, yes.
Suspiciously large women walked into. Oh, call back to the other episodes.
Yeah, look at you, God.
Oh, we met a really fun drag queen.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
What was her name?
Evita Kedavra.
Evita Kedavra.
Yes.
Kedavra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like abracadabra, but it's Evita.
Evita.
Yes. Hey, Mona. Oh, you come to make noises here? This is Mona.
This is, oh.
You have something to say? Oh, we're so boring.
Good talk. We're very boring. We're very boring. Yeah, so we met Evita
Kedavra.
Gosh, I'm going to struggle with that name. Evita Kedavra.
Yes.
And she was awesome.
Yes, it was super
She
fun.
was like, so now when you go to drag shows lately,
yes.
it's like you've got one type of drag queen.
Mm.
And I guess we're old school when it comes to drag.
Yes.
We like the drag queen to run the bar, to run the show, to have a great time. And she was so good.
Yeah, she flowed there. She owns her audience and she runs the show.
We're going to have to tag her.
Yeah, we'll tag her. She's amazing.
Everybody should follow her.
Yes.
Maybe you'll see her at Brave.
Yeah, or at the podcast. Yeah.
Guess number 2? Line them up.
Can you explain the thing you said, like the old-fashioned drag queen? Can you explain more to someone who doesn't have no clue what drag queens are?
So nowadays there are so it seems. Oh my God! Did I just do that?
Yes,
I turned 40 in a couple months, and I just back in my day, we used to climb up the hill 5 miles without any shoes on in the snow to see our drag queens.
This was all field.
Yeah, this was all fields here. And the drag show was 10 miles across this barren wasteland.
She didn't have any makeup. She painted her face with mud. Oatmeal and mud.
Yeah. Tell you what, back in my day, drag queens didn't have names like Evita Kedavra. They were called Billy Bob and Herschel.
Yeah, Herschel.
No.
Oh, not
Anyway,
Herschel.
no, nowadays it seems like you have a couple factions of drag queens. The ones who do it for Instagram, the ones who are just pretty, but they dance.
The fashion.
And they do the thing, and the fashion girls and stuff like that.
Produced. They're very produced.
There it is.
They have a team behind them. It's not just them. So they have a whole team of makeup artists and designers that do their outfits and producers that help create the show they do.
Don't get me wrong. It's cool.
Yes, yeah.
It's very impressive.
It's polished, it's beautiful, it's RuPaul's Drag Race.
It's
level.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yes, that's
but
what
every
it is.
once in a while, you want a queen that's going to look at you up and down at the bar and read you for filth.
Yes.
She can be just as beautiful as these Instagram queens, and Evita was.
Yeah.
But give me the sass. I want a little grit to my drag queen.
Yeah.
A question there who someone only kind of seen drag queen from Friends, like Chandler's dad. Mm-hmm. How would you then kind of categorize Chandler's dad?
In Friends?
Yeah,
he's not a drag queen.
He's not a drag queen.
That's a trans woman.
But
we're gonna school you, straight man.
But they say it's a drag in the show, right?
No. Does it translate to that? Are you reading it in Swedish?
He has a show.
He does drag.
Yeah,
he does
it's
drag.
raining
I see.
men.
Yeah, he does.
I didn't watch Friends. There weren't any black people on it.
I think there's one.
One.
Yes.
In the later seasons.
Yes.
I'm
true.
sorry.
I get schooled.
We made God so uncomfortable.
I got schooled.
It was not representative of New York. It
I
wasn't.
mean, as an East Coast person, that wasn't New York. You didn't have 6 white people living in a loft that big without one person of color.
Yeah, no.
And they couldn't afford that house.
Of course not.
And
That was
the
the
2
joke they
boys
had.
couldn't afford to live across the hall in that apartment either. We never saw where Phoebe lived. Ross by himself on a college professor's salary? Wasn't he a professor?
Yeah.
He couldn't afford that place. Not in New York City.
No.
Okay, so he was not a drag queen.
No, if he had a drag show, then yes.
He had a
know
show.
that he's
I don't remember the episode, but I know that he had a show. But I'm unsure. It was something.
But he's trans,
It was
right?
like a cabaret.
His dad
Yes.
transitioned.
He was
pre-op.
technically it was like a transvestite.
Yeah,
Yes.
which is the proper term.
Yes.
Yeah.
I could edit this out. This.
No. That's a no. I mean, it feels kind of harsh. It feels like saying somebody's Jewish
Yeah.
or somebody's Asian, but that is the term. There
Yes.
are terms for that particular.
Yeah. He enjoyed. I think I don't remember. That's the thing. I don't remember specifics of the episode, but I think he enjoyed dressing as a woman. I don't think it was
Without any surgeries or
yes,
any.
but there's comments of him having sex with the butler or something
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
So he was.
God, we're digging a hole. We're digging a hole. Forgive us.
Yeah.
I just want to understand.
We're
I don't
elder
know.
millennials.
If you have a more specific question that is not about the show and that is related to the other stuff, then ask.
Yeah,
Okay, so-
I got that.
I think Friends is where the problem came.
yeah, let's skip Friends and go back to drag queens. Explain a drag queen to someone who doesn't know shit about it.
In the movie, Thanks for Everything, Tu Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar.
Or Priscilla, Queen of Desert.
Or Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. But in our movie particularly, Wesley Snipes defines a drag queen as a gay man who is too fabulous to only exist in a gay man's body. It's not real, like, it's kind of gender expression, but it's almost like, it's hard. It's hard because you want to be politically correct when you say it. This is a man who knows they're a man who enjoys dressing up like a woman because it's fabulous and it's fun and it makes them feel good, period.
Thank you. Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah.
But then there's all degrees in between on both sides, in both directions.
You like the ones who are more honest and gritty or sassy.
I like a drag queen, period. If you can give me good drag attitude as well, you win.
Yes.
If you're just pretty, you're pretty to look at, I still like you. But if we can't hold a conversation and you can't read me like you should be able to as a queen, then I'm not entertained.
Yeah. You need to be funny. You need to have wit. You need to be like on the spot to reply to you something right away.
Someone is then drag queen. You expect like a show like this.
There's a level of show personship.
Showmanship. That is not only the produced part. You're not relying only on the things that is produced around you, but you yourself are funny and are quick. And I'm like, you can come back to me with something right away.
How is that not entertaining? That is the best form of entertainment, period. That's all I want to see all the time.
I have it all day, every day.
How dare you?
Look at Mona.
Yeah, Mona agrees.
She's doing a dead drop. We were returning back to take the train, and I'm like, I'm very tired, and I want. So beer is actually one of the best recovery drinks there are.
I forgot about this.
So I'm like, I really want to have, and it also calm you down. Whatever you're having a little bit of alcohol. So, anyways, I'm like, yeah, I want to have a beer before I get on the train and I go into this fucking ordeal because I know we're gonna go on a bus or whatever, and I just want to be a little bit numb. So I'm like, let's look for a pub.
No. No, we looked for a pub.
We walk all
First, I was like, there has to be one in the station, right?
Yes, we
So
thought that there
walked
was one in
into
the station.
There wasn't one. So we just did one giant walk around the station, came back to exactly where we were when he decided he needed a beer. Totally fine. Found this pub across the street.
A historical pub.
No.
In there.
We walked through a time loop.
Apparently, this pub has been there forever. They have the whole story there and like things hanging from, but it's a bit scary
because he's black.
Yes. This was like the Get Out movie.
It was Get Out.
It was like the Get Out movie. It was like that. I just was waiting for some lady to come in with a tea and teaspoon, like tick, 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 tick.
So we walk in, and Jose's looking at the beers. Fine, of course, that's what we're here for. But I'm looking around. Not only did my ancestors build this place,
he looked at me. He's like, "You drink that, and we leave."
So at each table, they had this homemade history book for the location. At first, I was like, okay, it's kind of cute. But then you start flipping through it, and it just gets weirder and weirder and weirder. And they're all in like individual sleeves of printouts of pictures of people that have been there for 100 years. And it's just, it was intense. It was intense.
There was pictures also hanging from
the ceiling on ribbons.
Ceiling, and I'm talking about hundreds of pictures.
Do you think it was decorated for St. Patrick's?
At least 500. No,
okay.
At least 500 pictures, and they all have a meaning or a member of the family or whatever, because this pub is owned by families and like generations and stuff.
Great,
and
cool. They have a lot of pride in it.
There was nothing. I think we were the only two brown persons there.
No, you forgot our friend.
There was one extra person there. We never figured out what they were doing there.
You said Get Out.
How do we say it?
Movie.
Yeah.
Yes. The movie Get Out. Yes.
So you can't forget about our friend. There was one other person of color there.
Yes.
Of Somalian descent. Beautiful Danish. They spoke Danish very, very well. They were there working.
I think so, yes.
Think they were a sex worker. Just fine. You got to get your money how you get your money, girl. No shame for sex work. It is the oldest profession in the world.
Yep.
She was working.
I wish I could.
She was working.
It's too late for me.
It's too late for you. So we watched her with...
Yeah, it's here for me.
You better work.
It was like off the shoulder shirt, and Dom is like, "You better fucking work."
Flirting with this man at the bar,
yeah.
who was obviously waiting for a train.
Yeah,
like just all over him. It's so funny, throwing him. And then at one point, she took her hand and wiped his face. I was like, "We gotta go. This is too real.
Yeah, something is gonna happen.
Something is gonna happen." The bartenders behind did not like what was happening.
No. These ladies were like, you could see fumes coming out of their ears. So like, yeah, we have to leave.
This is not their old school Danish way. Danish speaking Somalian sex worker. You got to get out of here. And that's how we left Denmark.
Yes. On that note.
So we can end our Hyrox conversation on a high.
Yes.
We brought home a banner for third place. Men's 40 plus old dudes running laps. That was the official title. Should we grab it?
You need to put a fanfare.
I'm very proud of it. I don't care. No, we brought a banner home, and we have plenty of room on the wall for many more banners, and that means you bravers. So get ready to come out and do the Hyrox race. It's so much fun, and you're going to have a great time.
We have tons of people now signing for Oslo. So just remember, we are an affiliate, so we get an early sell code for the tickets. So let us know if you want to come. So we give you the email, we get you right away onto the ticket sale for it.
How much does it cost?
It's different. It varies depending on the category and everything. So it'll be too long to go into prices.
So new things coming as well regarding Hyrox and separately for the gym.
Yes.
Hyrox Run is coming back.
Yes.
This spring. We've got some new Hyrox coaches for you, which is awesome.
We got a PFT coming and also a big simulation that we're planning and we're organizing, and news for that is coming soon. But I think the most immediate thing that is coming now is Techno Yoga with Colleen. And all I want to hear is I like that
That's
song.
right.
Yes.
Techno Yoga. He's not making that up.
Yes. She proposed the idea of the Techno Yoga, and I thought it was fabulous because this is what happened normally with yoga in a CrossFit or a functional fitness setting. and is that you really need yoga because mobility creates more, like when you're more mobile, you have more, you become better at every movement, you can do everything safer, and you become stronger. But people that do functional fitness, they come to the workouts for chasing the high of endorphins that gives you the workout, you know? So yoga, although is important, it seems to be boring because it doesn't give you the high. It's not intense enough to give you that high.
We're going to raise that intensity a little bit.
Yes, we're going to put in some good music and make that yoga very intense to see what's happening.
A little faster,
to see if
harder
you guys,
movements.
If bravers stick with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's going to be
more
great.
than 3 weeks. Yoga always goes away because it's like 3-4 weeks and then people are like, yeah, I'm done now.
Not this time. I got a good feeling about this.
Yes.
It'll be fun. Well, thanks everybody for listening again. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe.
Our website is coming soon.
Yeah, new website.
New website with photos from our amazing photographer, Madeline Cañas.
From HighLensMedia.com.
Yes. Her link is always on our website. So if you want a good photographer in Malmo.
Yeah. Any good pictures you see of us, any of them, they're her.
Yes.
It's not us.
Naked or otherwise.
Yeah. Those may be in the file folder. We'll post some.
They're up for sale.
No shame. Yeah, they're on the Brave OnlyFans with pictures of God too.
No.
Let us know if you're interested. We do have them.
We're not starting an OnlyFans.
We're too old for that.
Bye, everybody.
Plus 40 OnlyFans.
Bye.
Maybe? No?